think he got those jobs on his own in Ukraine and China, and it had nothing to do with who his dad was?
I know that Hunter is a very bright young man. I know that he's a Yale Law School graduate. He was on several the world. Wait, I might get this wrong. The board for World Hunger or something close like that. And that he's been and he ran business, was involved in many businesses. So yeah, I mean, Hunter is a Biden. He can't run. That's his name. And he's a smart and capable and honorable and good young man.
Your family is extremely close, and you give many instances of that and how the two of you have protected each other. And now the family's in the news mainly because of Hunter Biden and your brother. Is Hunter a problem for the family, in your opinion?
No.
But we're not talking about addiction, though. We're talking about business dealings. And I'll move on from that. Do you think there's not a there in your opinion?
There hasn't been a there since it was mentioned in 2019 or whenever it first was.
All right, guys. So that is Miss Valerie Biden, who apparently is Joe Biden's sister. I didn't know Joe Biden had a sister. And I didn't know he had a small preschool age granddaughter as well, because Hunter Biden, the subject of this video, apparently had a daughter with a stripper, right? And for whatever reason, Joe Biden hasn't mentioned her at all. Haven't seen any pictures of Joe Biden with her or anything like that, right? I mean, we already know Hunter's a deadbeat dad, but damn, Joe, you ain't got to be a deadbeat president and a deadbeat grandfather, right? I mean, she's probably the only girl in this country to ever have a stripper as a mom and a grandfather as the president of the United States, okay? I think she deserves a little bit more attention. But again, that is Valerie Biden discussing the whole Hunter Biden situation, in which she sounds a whole lot like Joe, okay? I think that she might be losing her mind just like him, okay? Maybe it runs in the family, the Biden crime family, so it seems, as she is defending the Biden family, specifically Hunter Biden, in regards to the allegations of corruption, tax evasion, and potentially selling his father's influence overseas to get favorable business deals. Now, she's saying this as there's been some bombshell news that has come out that has flown under the radar, and I don't really understand why this isn't a part of front page news. That basically is evidence, okay, that Hunter Biden frequently covered family expenses. Text reveal, like, there are text messages that strongly suggest that Hunter Biden had access to Joe Biden's finances and that Joe Biden was, in fact, the big guy. Like Tony Bobolinsky was trying to tell us that he was the big guy. Again, I'm wondering what happened to that guy, Tony Bobolinsky. It seems like now would be the time for this man to be talking, right? I don't know what happened to that dude. But regardless, the investigation goes on without him, and it is revealing some things that I think is very, very, very disturbing and could implicate Joe Biden, the president of the United States. So let's actually read about this, because this stuff shouldn't be surprising to us, people that know about it and that have been keeping up with this. But again, the liberal media said that this was a conspiracy, right? This was a Russian conspiracy, and that, hey, we shouldn't be concerned about the Hunter Biden laptop because, you know, Hunter Biden doesn't work in the government, right? Joe Biden's not connected. Well, it seems like that could be changing, okay? So let's read here. Hunter Biden's access to lucrative financial opportunities also came with expectations, including kicking back as much as 50% of his earnings to his dad. Text messages on his old laptop show. Quote, I hope you all can do what I did and pay for everything for this entire family for 30 years. Hunter Biden groused to daughter Naomi in January 2019. It's really hard, but don't worry. Unlike Pop, I won't make you give me half your salary. Pop is Joe Biden. Okay, so hold on now. Hold on. Hunter Biden is saying here that Joe Biden made him give half of his salary to him. Now, how does Hunter Biden make money? Okay, Hunter Biden was making money doing business deals overseas. Okay, we're talking about Ukraine. We're talking about China, right? So that means that if you use, reasoning here, right, logic, that means that Joe Biden was benefiting from Hunter Biden's business deals overseas. That's what it means, right? That's what it means. It means that Joe Biden is connected, which means this is something that we should be concerned about, despite what the mainstream liberal media is telling us. The laptop, infamously abandoned at a Delaware repair shop in April 2019, does not contain any direct evidence of such money transfers, but does show that Hunter was routinely on the hook for his father's household expenses while Joe Biden was vice president. The expenses are spelled out in an email to Hunter from business partner Eric Sharin from June 5th, 2010, titled JRB Bills. They concern the upkeep of Joe Biden's Palatial lakefront home in the wealthy Greenville enclave of Wilmington, Delaware. JRB are President Joe Biden's initials. There are about $1,239 in repairs to an air conditioner at Mom's cottage and another $1,475 to a painter for back wall and columns at the lake house. There was also another $2,600 for fixing up a stone retailing wall at the lake and $475 for shutters. So yeah, this kind of explains how these politicians, right, make about $200,000 a year, but yet they're living like rich millionaires, right? They're living lavish with multiple lake houses and all types of stuff going on. Okay, I think we're getting to the bottom of how the Biden crime family operates here. In an email 5 days later, Sharin said he received Joe Biden's Delaware tax fund check, which suggests he had personal access to the Veep's finances. Sharin was serving as president of Rosemont Cynical Partners, Hunter Biden's Chinese-linked investment firm. The email ties President Biden even more closely to the messy web of his son's business dealings. There's also evidence Joe Biden sometimes reimbursed his son. Quote, I am depositing it in his account and writing a check in that amount back to you since he owes it to you. Don't think I need to run it by him, but if you want to, go ahead, Sharin wrote. In a June 6, 2010 email titled JRB Future Memo, Sharin said he was in touch with the vice president about his personal financial matters and was eager to start discussions with him about how to cash in when he left office. Wow. So this guy is basically helping run the Chinese-linked investment firm, and he's managing the vice president's finances. Again, while running an investment firm linked to China, right? Come on, man. Come on. Quote, your dad just called me about his mortgage and mentioned he'd be out a lot soon and not really back until Labor Day. He could use some positive news about his future earnings potential. Yeah, again, that don't sound good. It don't sound good. Father and son linked finances, first reported by the Post last July, went well beyond household upkeep and sometimes spilled over into Hunter Biden's debauched personal lifestyle. In May 2018, during a drug and alcohol binge in Los Angeles, Hunter Biden accidentally transferred $25,000 to an escort named Gonora, who he was immediately visited by the Secret Service, suggesting that the money came from a joint account with his father. Wow. This guy really is about to get Joe Biden effed, okay? He really is. This man is transferring $25,000 to a whore, to an escort from a joint account with his father, right? This man got a joint account with his dad, right? Again, he's doing business dealings overseas, right? Well, he's getting paid $50,000 a month to sit on the board for a company that he knows nothing about, right? Come on now. Come on. And that same company, Joe Biden, basically tried to bribe Ukraine into firing a prosecutor that was looking to that company, right? And he said, look, we're going to withhold taxpayer dollars alone from your country if you don't fire that guy. And people think that's just a coincidence, right? That Joe Biden was so gung-ho about that. People don't find that to be sketchy, right? Especially considering the fact that we now know, according to these text messages, that, Joe Biden was getting kickbacks. Okay, he was getting kickbacks. So Joe Biden was not only looking out for his son and his business dealings, he was looking out for his own wallet. That's what it seems like. Hunter received a series of text messages from a former agent who repeatedly urged him to come out of his hotel and reminded him, quote, "This is linked to Celtic's account. Celtic was Joe Biden's Secret Service code name when he was president." So this guy's out here buying box with the vice president's money, right? That's what he's doing. This man's out here buying box with the vice president's money. Oh my God, bro. Here's the thing. I get defending your family members. I 100% get it. You got to ride or die for your family. But to come out here and say repeatedly, this guy, Hunter Biden, is the smartest person you know, when this dude is literally about to undermine this whole family, I don't think I would be saying that. I would say he's a great son. I'm proud of him, and leave it at that, right? I wouldn't be calling him the smartest man I know and all this other stuff they be using, because this guy is obviously not very smart, right? He is getting this family screwed. So, yeah, there are text messages that seem to suggest that Joe Biden was, in fact, getting kickbacks from Hunter Biden. And we all know how Hunter Biden made his money, okay, from this foreign business deals, which means that Joe Biden was probably benefiting as well, too. I mean, I think it's safe to extrapolate that. And at this point, it seems that every conspiracy that the left told us was untrue seems to actually be true. But with that being said, I wouldn't get my hopes up that anything will be done about this, right? But it's just nice to understand that as a conspiracy theorist, we were right on this one, okay? Even though, unfortunately, nothing will probably be done about it. But hey, we'll see. He's technically still on investigation, and maybe Joe Biden could be implicated. Who knows? I doubt it, but who knows? Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.